If you love the New York Giants, go and like this video. We're in the dog days of the NFL offseason. We're almost at the combine. We're almost at free agency. And we're almost at the draft. And the Giants, they're making moves right now. So if you love the Giants, if you are a diehard New York Giants fan, go down right now and like this video. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Manscaped. They are turning men's shower dreams into their favorite routine with their brand new Ultra Premium collection. It takes care of you from the minute you walk into the shower to the minute you walk out of the bathroom. You can get 20% off when you go to manscaped.com/chat. It's got lip balm, deodorant, shampoo and conditioner, body wash. It's got everything. It takes care of you through your whole shower experience. Go to manscaped.com/chat to get 20% off and free shipping. And today's show, we're going to take a look at the most recent Mel Kiper Mock Draft. It was a first-round mock draft, and I looked at it. When I was looking at it, I was saying to myself, I think this is the worst case scenario with how the first 4 picks in the 2022 NFL draft would play out. And it was because I only really have 2 offensive linemen on my big board that I could see the Giants taking at pick number 5 and 7. That being Ekwonu and Devin Lloyd. In this mock draft, he has them going number 1 and number 3, Aidan Hutchinson going number 2, and Kyle Hamilton going number 4. I think taking Charles Cross at number 5 is a little bit of a reach. But if you were in this situation on draft night, and you're in the war room next to Joe Schoen, and then when Ekwonu, Aidan Hutchinson, Devin Lloyd, Kyle Hamilton, and number 5 rolls around, and the Giants are on the clock, let me know. Who would you draft in this position? You got to hit this draft pick. The number 5 draft pick is a pick and a position that the Giants could really turn the future for the next couple of years. So get down in the comment section and let me know, who would you draft in this position? Mel Kiper, he selected Kayvon Thibodeaux, the edge rusher out of Oregon, to the New York Giants with the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL draft. And I'm not mad at it because, like I said, I think Charles Cross would be somewhat of a reach to take him at number 5, and you could be getting the best player in the draft in Thibodeaux. Mel Kiper, he expanded on Kayvon, and he said this: if the draft plays out like this, and both of the top offensive tackles are off the board before the Giants pick, taking a defender makes the most sense. And if Thibodeaux is available, he'd be a perfect fit for the New York defense that needs to pair a true edge rusher with rookie Azeez Ojulari, who led the team with 8 sacks last season. Thibodeaux has to improve his all-around game, but he has outstanding physical tools as a pass rusher. He had 7 sacks last season and put up the second best pressure rate in the country, 17.8. If he comes close to his ceiling, he'll make multiple all-pro teams. The Giants, they have some nice pieces to build around for new general manager Joe Schoen and coach Brian Daboll, but they're not going to be able to acquire an edge rusher like Thibodeaux anywhere other than the draft. We could look back at this pick in 5 years and consider it a steal. And I 100% agree with what Mel Kiper had to say about Kayvon Thibodeaux. Thibodeaux might be the best player in the NFL draft. Just a couple of months ago, he was everyone's number 1 prospect in the 2022 NFL draft. People looked at him and said he could be an all-pro player for years to come. Some people compared him to a less athletic and a more raw Myles Garrett. And I think that's true. I think this could be someone that if the Giants take in the first round with pick number 5, he could come in and fix this Giants defense on day 1. I'm very interested to see what the Giants will do with pick 5 if the draft plays out like that. I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Manscaped, and their brand new line of items, the Ultra Premium Collection. I got to tell you about this stuff, guys, because it makes showering a way more fun experience. This stuff has you handled from the minute you walk into the shower to the minute you walk out of it. And when you go to manscaped.com/chat, these products were $49.99, and now they're $39.99. They've got body wash, they've got deodorant, they've got lip balm, they've got shampoo and conditioner. It takes care of you the whole time you're in the shower, and I really love this stuff. I enjoy taking showers, but when you get out of them, you feel fresh, you smell fresh, and you look fresh, and your lips aren't chapped. It's a win-win situation. So if you want to get the Ultra Premium Collection for $39.99, go to manscaped.com/chat. Kayvon Thibodeaux last season was one of the best players in the college football season. This is someone that did pretty much everything a player could do in the college season and really proved that he is a number 1 draft pick. He had 49 tackles in 10 games, 12 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Some people may look at that and say, wow, he only had 7 sacks, but I look at it like this. There were never games where Kayvon Thibodeaux was just quiet. The sack numbers do look quiet, but he was a constant disruptor in the backfield. He's great against the run, and he's just as good against the pass. This is someone that I think would really change the fortune of the New York Giants. And if they draft him, when they draft someone, we'll be making a video on NFL Draft Day about that pick. We have nonstop Giants coverage here on the channel, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV, and we're trying to get to 6,500 subscribers. I remember just a couple months ago, we were at 2,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody that's gone and hit that big red button and helped us get to past 6K. But now let's get to 6.5K. So if you love the Giants and you have friends or family that love the Giants, send them this video, tell them to subscribe. We're trying to get to 6.5K. With the 6th pick in Mel Kiper's recent mock draft, he has the Carolina Panthers selecting Charles Cross. He had the Giants selecting Kayvon Thibodeaux, number 5, and Charles Cross, number 6. So now the top 3 offensive tackles are gone. Charles Cross, Neal, Ikem, Ekwonu are all gone. So who are the Giants going to lean towards in this draft? Could it be a DB? Could it be an edge rusher? Who would it be? If you were in this spot where it went Ikem, Aidan, Evan, Kyle, Kayvon, and then Charles Cross, and you're on the board and you still have that need for an offensive lineman, do you think about taking Tyler Linderbaum? Do you think about trading down? In this draft, he didn't trade down. I would probably trade down in this situation, but be the GM. Who would you take at number 7 in this situation? Mel Kiper, he had the Giants selecting Devin Lloyd, number 7 overall, and then Sauce Gardner, went number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons. And I really love Devin Lloyd and who he is as a football player. He's not the most athletic sideline to sideline linebacker, but don't let that fool you. This guy is 6'3", 230 pounds, and for his size and speed, he is one of the most rare players to enter the draft in a very good while. Mel Kiper expanded on Devin Lloyd, and he said this: with the Giants' second top 10 pick, I'm going all in on improving the front 7 of the defense. Lloyd is a middle linebacker, yes, but he does so much more. He had 111 total tackles, 8 sacks, 20 tackles for loss, 4 interceptions, and a forced fumble last season. He had 16.5 total sacks over the past 3 seasons. Lloyd and number 5 pick Kayvon Thibodeaux, who he had the Giants selecting in his mock draft, can add some pass rush upside to a team that desperately needs it. If New York does not take Lloyd here, that probably means Blake Martinez, who tore his left ACL in September, will be a salary cap casualty. The Giants are going to have to address their offensive line at some point this offseason, and I also thought about center Tyler Linderbaum here. I like Devin Lloyd. He is someone that I'm a big fan of, and I really just think that he is someone that could change the fortune of this Giants defense. He reminds me of a more athletic and rangier Darius Leonard. Lloyd is a true do-it-all linebacker. I've seen some Micah Parsons comps, but I don't really think he's that athletic or an athletic freak like Micah Parsons, but I do think they play a similar brand of football. I've seen clips of him at Utah this past season where he lines up in a wide 9 and a defensive end stance and just gets after the pass rusher. He has pass rush moves in his bag. He's a good pass rushing linebacker. He's great against the run, and he's just as good against the pass. He's a true 3-down linebacker that can do it all and never has to come off the field. And when's the last time the Giants have had an inside linebacker that can say they can do all of that? So taking a look back at what Mel Kiper had in the first round, in the first 2 picks, with the Giants number 5 and number 7 pick, he had Kayvon Thibodeaux going number 5 and Devin Lloyd going number 7. So get down in the comments and grade it for me. Grade this mock draft. If the draft played out like this, how would you feel? Get in the comments, grade it for me. A, B, C, D, or F. On the last New York Giants now, I asked you guys to name a random Giants player in the comment section at the end of the video. I'm trying to find ways to get all of you, the loyal subscribers and the people that make this show go, on the screen and a part of the show more. So I want to give a shout out to Tony B. He said Tyron Wheatley, Darren Gale, Ellerson Smith, Joseph Tomaseo, if I said that right, not wrong, I'm sorry. He said Brandon Jacobs, one of my favorite Giants of all time. Vinny, he had Bear Pasco, the legend, tight end Bear Pasco. Respect the Curve, had Caden Smith. Carlos J. Rivera Jr., he had Otis Anderson, one of my dad's favorite Giants player. Lamar Anderson, he had John Ross. Slim Cash, he had Xavier. I'm not sure. I needed a last name to go with it, but I still wanted to get you some love on the show. Maybe you meant Kenny. Maybe you meant somebody else. I think you meant Xavier McKinney. Shout out to you, Slim Cash. Then he had Greg Farrell. They gave a shout out to Byron Hunt, Mike Nixon, Carl Banks, and Griffin Hendershot, Amari Cobb. I'm trying to get everyone that watches this show every single time. I know who's in the comment section. I read the comment section every single day. I love going down there and reading it, and I appreciate everyone that comments. People always ask me, Marshall, how can we support the show? Like the videos, subscribe, share the videos, and comment anytime I ask a question. That's the best way to support it. So I'm going to do this again. Why are you a Giants fan? I'm curious. Everyone that answers this question, I'll put your username, your picture on screen, and I'll have your answer on screen in the next New York Giants Now. But let me know, why are you a Giants fan? Me, I was born in Long Island. We moved to Texas when I was just a young kid. My dad was born and raised in New York, 35 years. And when I grew up, there were no Houston Texans. And every Sunday, the Giants were on. He had NFL Direct TV, and that's why I love the Giants. But I want to know from you, why are you a Giants fan? And give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. It's the race to 1,000 followers, and I need your help. If you love the Giants and you love Giants content on Twitter, I'm tweeting about it all day. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_.